In this video, I'm going to show you step by step on how you can get on the property ladder with only £1,000. And guess what? If you haven't got £1,000, go and get it. Get it from someone, lend it from someone, go get a credit card, just go get £1,000 and then let's get you on that property ladder. Because £1,000 is not much. If I told you to go get £100,000 or go get a deposit, that's impossible. £1,000, that is possible. Once you've got that £1,000, I'm then going to show you how you can get on the property ladder in the UK in 2022. At the moment, an average house is between 250 to 300, and to get a deposit, you need 25% of the house price. And on top of that deposit, you then need stamp duty, solicitors fees. It just keeps going on. That's why a lot of people struggle with getting a deposit together, because you then need that 25%, solicitors fees, stamp duty, all this. You're looking at least 50,000, maybe more of savings to get onto the property ladder. That's why I'm doing a video on how you can get on the property ladder for £1,000, because if I done a video how to get on the property ladder with £50,000, then it's not going to be really applicable to a lot of you guys. This video is for the majority of people who can't afford to get on a property ladder or get a deposit together to buy a house. So if I've got £1,000, I'm pretty much just going to go and find a house. Any house. The only problem is you can't be picky with it. You can't choose the area. You just need to find a house, a cheap house or whatever, because all you've got is £1,000, remember. So pretty much I'm going to be looking for a house that's been on the market for months and months, maybe even years. Houses that can't sell or people ain't buying. I'm then going to speak to the seller in person, so using websites like Purple Brick, stuff like that. Don't go through estate agents. Try and get into the seller and speak to them personally. And I'm basically just going to speak to the sellers and offer them a purpose option agreement. And a purpose option agreement can be done for £1,000. You've got it right. And this is exactly how it works. You basically buy a house and you buy it, guess when? Later. And can you really do that with property, you're asking? Yes, you can. And that's the problem. They don't tell you this. The government don't tell you it. The news don't tell you it. You don't learn this in school. Nobody knows about this. But if you go buy a sofa, guess what? You can buy now, pay later. Go buy a computer, buy now, pay later. Go get a holiday, guess what? Buy now, pay later. So yes, you can do that with all them options. And guess what? Yes, you can do that with residential property in the UK as well. This is huge news. So now you're asking, why do you need £1,000 for? And you need money, to be fair, to get started. You need at least £750 for the solicitors to get started. So yes, you use the £1,000 to get that agreement so you can get that property. Who in hell would let you buy a house on a purpose lease agreement? Well, let's go find out. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do this right now. I'm just going to head over to one of the biggest websites on the internet, and that's Rightmove. So I'm just going to look at houses around by me, but you'd probably want to go somewhere up north where houses are a little bit cheaper. So yeah, I'm just going to type in Newport. But like I said, you want to be looking at somewhere a little bit cheaper on the market. So yeah, I'm just going to go 20 miles for radius, price range 50 to 150. Number of bedrooms, 2, and then houses. And let's just see how many pop up here. So we've got over 700 houses on the market already. So yeah, I'm just going to look through these houses, and obviously you can't really put a offer in or speak to these guys. And why? This house was added, what's that, 10 days ago? So it's fairly new. It's probably going to have a lot of viewings and offers. On this one, estate agent is just going to try and say, what's your best offer? We've had 20 offers so far. So we want to try and get rid of that. And we're going to look at a really, an older house to be on the market for a good couple of months. But however, if you scroll back to the top and you sort it by oldest listed, so look at this. Now we've got a house here, only 100,000, and look when it's been on the market for a while because it was reduced on the 25th, 2018. So this house has been on since at least 2018. But what I'm interested in is, if we have a look here, market information and property sale history. So if we go on property sale history, there's no sale history here. Go to nearby sold prices. Okay, here's one. So this was sold in 2021 for 156,000. This house at the moment is on for 100. So you could get a house and then sell it for 150,000. So yeah, this house is 100 grand and I've only got £1,000. So I can't buy this house. To buy this house, I need at least £20,000 deposit and then the legal fees on top of that. So what am I going to do with only £1,000? So I'm going to approach this owner, and the owner's been trying to sell this house for since at least 2018. So it was reduced on 2018. It was probably on longer than that. So yeah, this house has been on the market since 2018, maybe earlier. So why can't they sell this house? Probably because it's not even worth £100,000. It's probably worth 80. So no one's going to give them 100 grand. Well, no one has given them £100 grand, because it's still on the market for the last 4 years. And they're probably not going to accept 80 grand because they've probably got a mortgage for 100 grand outstanding on the house. We don't know. So they're probably selling this house, trying to move on, but they can't because they've got a mortgage on their head, and they're basically trying to sell this house to pay off the mortgage, but the house ain't worth the amount they're asking to pay off this mortgage. So what am I going to do? I'm basically going to approach the owner, and basically I'm just going to say, I like your house. It's been on the market since 2018. It hasn't sold. So what about I buy it now and I take on your mortgage? So the owner can move on. I will then take on the mortgage payment. So I'll become the landlord, releasing the owner from the property. And I'll give you £100,000 in once the market has recovered and I've done the house up to a better standard, but I'll pay you in 5 years' time. And that's called a purpose lease option agreement. So now you can take on that property, and guess what? You can now rent it out. So the mortgage payments on a £100,000 house, you're probably looking at between £300 to £400 a month, and rental on a 3-bed house, you're probably looking at £500-600. So you're now making £200, £250 a month profit straight away. And you've also got the option to buy the property in 5 years' time. So what you're going to do? Well, the £1,000 has got you the property, bam, sorted. And now you're renting her out and you're earning an extra £250 profit a month. So basically, you're going to use a calculator. You're going to use that £300 a month profit. You're going to times that by 5 years, and that's 18 grand. Boom, 18 grand already. So guess what? You're going to use that to buy the house. So that's going to be your deposit to put down when you buy the house. But here's more good news. Guess what? In 5 years' time, that house is not going to be worth £100,000. It's probably going to be worth at least £150,000. So when you put down that money you've earned from your rent as a deposit to buy the house, you immediately refinance the house and you pull that £18,000 back. So guess what that £1,000 has done for you? You've basically bought a house completely free and gotten on the house market or the property ladder. So yeah, I hope this video helped and you enjoyed it. Please hit that like button. Also put a comment in the description box if it's a good comment or how I can improve the videos or what you'd like to see next. Just chuck it in the comments box, and also please make sure you subscribe and then hit that bell for notifications when I release more videos like this.